Hello, fellow adventurers. This is my Let's Play for Better Than Wolves. And I have a new moon. And it looks really dark out there. Anyways, my goal in this video is to figure out where I am, who I am, what I am, how I am. Anyways, my goal is to figure out where I am. I've wanted to know where I am in relation to everything else, original spawn, where my desert villages, where my various other places I've lived are, because I want to be able to get back to a place where I can actually live and survive, as opposed to, starting over and over again. So, I've gone south, and there's ocean there. Actually, I haven't really gone south because there's an ocean there. I've gone west, and there's an ocean there. I have gone north, and there's that tundra up there. And I have gone a little bit east. But east is the direction I think is a good way to go. Because my theory is I am to the west of spawn. I think the tundra is probably like northwest of spawn, and I'm like maybe in the western corner, or like directly west of spawn. So I'm heading east, and this is the first night. I'm building a little structure here. It is, as you saw, it was a new moon last night, so it's quarter moon tonight, and it is starting to rain, and it's starting to storm, and I'm getting into gloom. I didn't think this through, basically. Actually, I didn't realize that you could die in gloom with a quarter moon, but evidently you can. So I tried to make a campfire, going through every lightning strike to know where to place it down. I finally placed it down. I tried to light it. The first bow drill went out. The second one, I went all the way down, I think. I'm at Dread now. I think Terror is next. I'm desperately trying to light this campfire. I didn't think I would be able to light it, but I was hoping I could. But, yeah. Then I started with my theory about throwing stuff on the ground before you die. I don't know if that actually works, but, when you're about to die, you're going to try something. Of course, I picked everything back straight up, which is really, really annoying. I did put my shovel in the ground, but everything else, most of the stuff I picked up again. I'm desperate to throw it on the ground to test this theory out. And you can see that's just annoying me. So I respawn. I look around, see that creeper there. But, dear viewers, do you recognize anything? Because I do. And I am about to walk back to where I just died. Sped up. Actually, I spawned maybe, 100 blocks from my base. 200 blocks maybe. And I'm about to walk basically straight back to where I just died. This is the path I just walked. So that was about the luckiest respawn I've ever had. So, thank you, Better Than Wolves, I guess. That's the one kind respawn I've had. So I was able to get all my stuff back very easily and very quickly. Hello, zombie. That's my pork chop. So the next night, I stayed in the same place. It was still storming. I put that campfire down below a little bit so that if I needed to light it, I could. So the next day, I kind of try to keep on going east, but I have to head south a little bit to get through these mountains. And I've come across this village. And hello, zombie villager. The zombie villager comes to try to murder me. No, you're not going to kill me. They are fast. They're very fast. So I can't outrun them. And you can see it's not a regular village. That's just an abandoned village. But there are 3 villagers there, which is interesting. Well, 2 now. So I keep on heading pretty much directly east as much as I can. I go a little bit north every day. I bet you over the course of this entire trip, I go maybe 500 blocks north, maybe a bit more. But every night I stop at a new location, make my little hut. And I do wonder if this strategy, building this hut, is the best strategy based on my death, the other night. With a quarter moon and a storm, that's not enough light. So you need to have a strategy for some kind of campfire or a torch or something like that. So again, I'm continuing east, killing animals as I go. I run into this jungle, which pushes me north even more. I'm not going anywhere near that jungle. As you probably can see, I probably get no more than maybe, I don't know, 50 blocks from the jungle. And I do place a couple cobblestone markers along the way. Every now and then I'll put one down. But here you see I'm in that tundra, which again, I think this tundra's got to be to the north. The bad part about it, theoretically, this tundra could be anywhere. I mean, that could be to the south, and the tundra's more like, just south of spawn for all I know. But the reason I think the tundra's to the north is one of my respawns. I respawned. I walked directly north. So, dear viewer, maybe you can figure out where I am. Okay, I come out of this slime. I try to get out of the swamp, but these slime balls were pestering me, and they hit me through my walls. And then, obviously, I'm trying to get away from them, because even little baby slimes, they hit hard. I mean, I've already lost 3 hearts, and these are little tiny little slimes. So I do not really want to face these guys at all. And you can see there's a couple other slimes around, but I completely ignore them. So, I don't know, viewers, where do you think I am? Where do you think this base is that I currently live in? My theory, it's probably to the west. But I'm going east, a little bit north, go around the jungle and an ocean. My theory is that ocean that we see to the south of me, and actually to the west, is probably an ocean that leads to original spawn, which I think is in the center. And I think my desert village is probably either to the south or maybe to the east of spawn. So I think of where I am right now, I bet you if I went straight south, or this is my bet to myself, if I went south now, I would come across my desert village. Walking along, looking for a village in the desert, and I almost run into that creeper. Go me. So at this point, I'm pretty much looking for villages, seeing if they're abandoned or semi-abandoned. I'm looking for desert temples. I'm looking for really anything else. Also, I'm looking for iron. I've already collected 3 pieces of iron, and that'll be enough to get me another iron pick. And that will then allow me to go down and mine that abandoned mine shaft, which I will probably do in the next episode. So also trying to kill some animals for food, and generally just looking for anything. See what's out here. Is there anything of use? Oh, there, I threw all my logs into the fire. I lost 47 logs in there. I just accidentally dropped them in when I was dropping snowballs, trying to get rid of the snowballs. So I had to get some more wood. But I keep on heading east, looking for anything of interest, killing animals along the way. Hoping to find a village or hoping to find something of interest. Hoping, every desert I see, every plains I see, I think, that's the desert where my old village was, or, something of interest anyways. Here I accidentally fall into a hole, or a cave. I do see a few pieces of iron there, which I go very carefully to mine. And I do get these 3 pieces of iron. But I hear a zombie, and he's kind of close. So I'm looking around for him. I still mine the iron, of course. And I go and I collect it. And you see him right there. I turn around, I see him again, as he's chasing me. But I basically ignore him, run away. And at this point, I have pretty much decided to give up on this hunt. I think I've run into ocean anyways. I turn around on this adventure, and I head back into the desert that I was just in. And along the way, I must have gone on a slightly different path, I guess. Actually, I think my entire way back was on a slightly different path. I did run into a couple things I recognized, but I came across the desert temple. And lo and behold, let's go take a look at it. What do you think is in there? Yes, there's an enchantment table, which means this is not in spawn radius, which, doesn't necessarily mean anything, but unfortunately I don't have an iron pickaxe, so I didn't pick it up, or didn't try to pick it up. If I'd brought an iron pickaxe, maybe I would have. And a new moon. Me escaping my little hole, and me going down into the desert temple. I actually originally decided not to go into the desert temple, then I changed my mind. So this is me in the desert temple, very slowly digging down. Yes, I'm going to show this entire clip of, I don't know, however long it takes me to get down there. The main reason I didn't want to go down there is because, my pickaxe is about to break, and it's going to take forever to dig down there. I was hoping that there was a ladder there, but unless I'm blind, which is always possible, there's no ladder. There's no way to get down there. I don't have a pickaxe, so I can't break anything. So I do light a torch, of course, unsuccessfully at first, so I have to make another bow drill. So I light the torch, and I place it in the pit so I can see something. And I decide, basically, and I continue to dig a little bit, because I'm hoping I can get a little bit further down, but my pickaxe is broken now, so my only option is to punch it, basically. Luckily, this is sandstone, so it's punchable. It just takes, forever to punch. And I don't really want to punch it all the way down. That does not sound very fun at all. So I just fall down. Figured I'm not going to take that much damage. So for all that, I get 3 emeralds. Then I get some gold stuff. Get a sword, a couple of leggings, a helmet, and in the end I get 15 emeralds, which probably is not going to help me in the least right now, but down the road it will. So now I'm punching down to get the I don't even remember what it's called, the TNT basically. It's, what was it called? Powder keg, I think. But I'll get that in a minute. Digging with the emeralds, of course. Because I think you kind of have to dig with emeralds when you're in a desert temple. That's what I've heard anyways. So there's one of the powder kegs. And I have to punch this one as well. So it's pretty cool to have some gold armor. And obviously I placed it on to get a little bit of protection. So it's kind of cool to have some kind of metal armor on for the first time. I think this is the first time I've had metal armor, right? Or did I get some iron armor before? I'm not sure. I may have. If I did, I probably threw it in the chest as soon as possible. But I collected all the powder kegs, though I don't actually remember like what they're good for at this point, but I'm sure I'll find a use for them at some point. I still haven't put the helmet on yet. Come on. Hey dude, put the helmet on. Oh well. Now my task is, how do I get back up? But I make it relatively simple. I just jump up. I just put some logs down and I just jump on the logs one by one. I probably could have jumped on sand pillars, but I take the torch, though I'm not entirely sure why. And my adventure in the desert temple is complete. Wish I could have taken the enchantment table. And as you see, I'm coming out, I think it's the next day. I am about to use the gold sword. There's a spider over here. Hey, spider. I'm looking for string, of course. And then I attack the creeper. And you can see how much durability is gone already. I mean, I've hit the spider a couple times. I hit the creeper a few times. And that's, I'm already down like a third. So, durability is not very high on those things. Selfie. And then I cross a river for the first time, and I realized, because I forgot that metal armor kind of makes you sink. I think the next day or a couple days later, I come out of my hole, and this is where that swamp is, where I got attacked by slime before. On my way back, I found this guy, and I hit him about 9,000 times. Notice he does have iron legs. He does have iron leggings, or at least he's wearing them. But when he dies in a moment here, he doesn't drop them. Very disappointing. Unless I missed them. I don't think they dropped. And I came back. This is another old little hole that I built previously, which, for me was hours and hours ago. For you it was about 5 minutes ago. And that's that village with the zombie villagers. And these are my dirt acquisition animals. Thank you, dirt acquisition animals. You're the best. And I am finally back home after hours, literally hours of going east. And I'm back home cooking my iron, cooking my food, and this is pretty much the end of the video. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of my eastward trek to, I don't know, hopefully, I didn't see it a lot, I didn't discover a lot. I did find that desert temple, which tells me, I'm not sure what that tells me, because I went probably, I'm guessing 2,000-3,000 blocks east. So, but I went a bit north as well. So maybe I'm a little bit further east than I thought, but maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.